Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, August 25th, and this is episode 107 of Noobtoob, a weekly independent podcast where Tobin is getting a little bit carried away with playing Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Carried away, bitch! I'm Darth Vader's apprentice! Dude, show some respect!
It's just a game, man. You are not Vader's apprentice.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Cut it out! I'm your father! What? No! That's not true! That's impossible!
Well, your mom calls me daddy. Does that count?
You son of a bitch. I'm Tobin Kozire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are talking about Too Human, Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Galaga Legions, and of course, Ratchet and Clank, The Quest for Booty.
Yes! New releases include Castle Crashers, Disgaea, Disgaea 3, Tales of Vesperia, and what has to be the stupidest game title I've ever heard in my entire life, Infinite Undiscovery.
Yes, not finding shit.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. As always, we'll have site news, community news, and our culture, but let's get started with Too Human by Dennis Dyack from Silicon Knights.
Wah!
Wah!
Too Human.
Ooh, okay. So even though this game is actually not that old, it's actually starting to have somewhat of a notorious history
I know.
On YouTube, right? I played the demo. I fucking hated it.
Yes, you did.
With a passion. You liked it.
So I did. I did. I liked the demo quite a bit, and I liked the kind of integration of cyberspace, like the kind of techie.
Yes. The Norse mythos combined with future
something. Yeah. It was definitely very interesting. So I played the game. I finally went in and rented the game. And
is it all the demo promised?
So,
come on, man.
So here's the thing: is it's still halfway interesting in that I'm kind of curious where they go with it.
All right,
but the combat is 100% unskilled. Like,
that's exactly what I said about the demo. You're like, no, dude, it's deep. You gotta like swing this way, swing this way. What did you see in the demo that all of a sudden disappeared in the real game?
I don't know. I think what it was is that I thought that you had to use that complexity.
Oh no, not at all.
So
you were using.
So when I was playing the demo, I did the thing where I'd tap towards somebody and to throw them in the air, I'd be shooting them, be jumping around, doing whatever. And when I rented the game, I was doing that at first. Yeah. And then finally, I started doing this thing where I'd wade into a pile of 8,000 enemies and just go like this,
swing around.
And he would just be like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah," and I'd look, and my health was just like full.
It was kind of like 99 Nights, like
it was, and that's the thing. But I mean, in a way, it's a little bit similar to the way that you play Diablo 2, which is just kind of like, eventually you get to the point where you're really not
fun. No, because like with Diablo 2, once you get all the different spells and all that shit, you're like doing some placement stuff. You're putting a wall of zombies over here.
Oh, to Diablo 3, that's gonna be true.
But even Diablo 2, you were putting your walls. You were doing all this stuff. There were a lot of higher end stuff where clicking just didn't work anymore.
That's true. But I mean, like I did a lot of stuff in Diablo where we'd be partying, and I would just be like the spellcaster, and people would be slugging away, and I'd be back there with fireball, and just like fireball.
When you're in a big party, that's a totally different story. But when you want to play it, But with Too Human, like, what was the deal? I mean, just the depth, it was there, but you didn't even take advantage of it, so you didn't like it? Or?
Yeah, well, that was the thing, is once I realized I didn't have to take advantage of it, then when I did take advantage of it, I felt like I was working too hard. Like,
your film was sweating.
You ever been, like, driving down the road, and you're in this lane, right, and there's some shitheel over here, switching lanes as fast as he can, and he's right next to you? Yeah. Where he's just like, meow, 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 like, looking over, you're like, just stay still. Like, if you just got behind me, we'd get there at the same time. I felt the same way. I'd be playing really hard. I'm like, all I gotta do is this. Like, what's the fucking point? And not only that, but I started getting all these skill points.
Yeah.
You can put the skill points into power up your melee attacks.
Okay. As opposed to your weapons.
So then you could power up your melee attacks, and it gets even easier to do this. So
the combat didn't do anything for you. All right. But what about all the other stuff you were talking about? Like, you like the loot system.
I did. I like the loot system. So I mean, that stayed somewhat interesting. You'd get all these different weapons.
Very Diablo-esque, right?
It is very Diablo-esque
or whatever. I don't remember.
But the thing is with that, actually, one thing that I found myself really wishing that they had was, if you pick up a more powerful weapon, just equip it for me, because there weren't. It's not like in Diablo where they're like, causes this amount of damage, +4 against fire, +3 against this, whatever.
The guy or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd pick up a new gun and it'd be like power 4 versus power 2. Right? So you're like, why wouldn't he use the better gun? So like every time you pick up loot, you got to go to the menu.
Maybe
look
he's already
for the
named the gun. He has established a relationship with the gun, so you want to keep it, even if
he's like, but this is Sally. I like to.
Sleep with it at night.
Yes.
But because I hear like I didn't play the game again like that
Yeah.
that thoroughly, but a lot of people were complaining about the inventory system.
Yeah,
Because you pick up shit so often, you have to end up interacting with it. And it was a
yeah. They did. I don't know if this was true in the demo, but they did set it so that it auto discards shitty items, so that you're never doing the Diablo thing, which is like my inventory's full, inventory's full. So it just auto, like if you pick up shit, it auto drops the crappy stuff.
Well, but how does it make a decision if you pick up a really good gun and you pick up a really good piece of armor and you have shitty versions of both?
Well, there's slots you can hold like 5 guns, 5 armors, 5.
That must be why the inventory thing sucks.
Yeah.
So you have this little queue. You're like, okay, you have the 5, and the top one is the best.
Yeah.
We're gonna make you equip it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was one of these things where like the demo felt pretty good, and like as I was playing through it, I'm like, all right, this is kind of weak. This is kind of weak. Combat's kind of weak, and the combat is the whole game. You know, like it's a combat game, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a brawler.
You go into the cyberspace stuff and you can use it to open doors, but it's a brawler game, and
so it's not even. So it wasn't even that much of the game, which is something you actually like about it.
So I definitely I was hoping that I was going into it with all the backlash on the internet.
Yeah.
I went into it with like a very open mind, which I was just like, I'm gonna look for the good,
which is unusual for you, right? Because
it is.
You're like, fuck that game, But this one
I saw videos on the net where people were pointing out that game review sites were giving it like shittier scores than like B Movie the game. Like they seriously gave it like a 4.5 or something.
I know why.
Why?
Because it's the history behind the game, and this is another reason why I hate it. Now, granted, like if you're going to be an objective reviewer, you shouldn't allow outside shit about the game. But I'm also a gamer, right?
Yeah.
And I read this shit about Dennis Dyack saying, "Oh, well, all these people that don't like the game, well, we were just too innovative. They don't get it." It's like this. It's right. It's just like, well, they're just not ready for it. It's like this douchebaggery that you have, and you have the whole Dennis Dyack saying, "Oh, fuck, like which one? Epic is like they made Unreal, and like they gave it to us, and like it was shitty and it was broken. We couldn't make a game.
It's the engine's fault that it doesn't look good.
We're gonna go sue them.
Yeah,
and then you have all the
sour grapes. Is what that is.
All the other games that release games on there,
Yeah.
even Undertow.
Yeah,
right. They released the game
good.
and it looked fine. So I'm like, you see all that shit, and it kind of affects my feeling about the game.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, they always say it's like a poor craftsman that blames his tools. Like you're not going to get any respect from people when everybody else is using it. It's just like and they're like, we weren't able to figure out how to make stuff look good. It's like, oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
You're a fucking game developer. Like that's all you do for a living.
And it's like you're putting the value out on top of all of these polygons. It's like you need to do a good job of it.
Yeah.
And the other fact is the fact that it's taken so long. Like people were saying that. Like they were showing it in 1999.
No way.
Well, ideas behind it, but then Dennis Dyack was like, no, it wasn't possibly that old. It wasn't like as old as Duke Nukem Forever. We started it 5 years ago. And that was his answer to it.
Even still, that's
even still, yeah.
I mean, I thought it looked fine. Like I certainly didn't.
I thought it looked ugly.
Yeah.
All the cutscenes, you look at them, and it's just like there's this weird glow. They look kind of crappy.
I meant like the gameplay. Like I thought that all the, I mean, like when I would run up on enemies, they'd have like these cool glowy shields around them. Like it looked fine. It wasn't like I wasn't super impressed, but I wasn't thinking like, oh, this looks kind of shitty.
Makes sense. All right.
But anyway, so I mean, like that's about all I got to say about it. It was really mediocre all the way through, and I'm giving it a thumbs down.
I called it.
I had to give it a shot. I thought that it was kind of fun.
Give it a college try. You got to give you props for that. But. My God, man! I saw that. And I'm like, man, I know that game's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I knew it at its core. But I
won't. Right.
I won't say I told you so.
I'll write it on my shirt. Yuzo was right.
About Too Human.
Yeah. So Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
Okay, this is the demo.
Yeah.
It came out last week after we recorded the last episode. Everybody's like, "Why did you guys cover it?" It's like, well, we can't turn.
Wasn't out yet. That's why we didn't cover it.
No, but it did come out. And remember I was talking about how good it looked?
Yeah.
Back at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
It looks really
It looks
good.
fantastic. Like it's really, really shiny, very polished. They did not get James Earl Jones, which I noticed right away.
Yes.
It's like he starts talking, he's like, hello, Luke.
You're just like
you don't even sound like Vader. Like, I mean, he sounds kind of like me trying to be Vader.
He's got the breathing right.
Yeah.
That sounded,
They probably cut and pasted that sound clip.
Can they do that?
I don't know.
I
But
was
seriously,
thinking-
how busy is James Earl Jones right now?
Dude, he's all right.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, but he's also not.
He hasn't done
big.
shit since Field of Dreams. Come on now.
Well, wait, Field of Dreams? No, he hasn't done shit since what is it? Not CNN.
Oh, that's right. He did the voiceover in CNN. Yeah.
This is
so,
CNN.
Yeah.
So about the game, Star Wars Force Unleashed. You are
This is not the news network you are looking for. Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. It's a Star Wars game that is made by LucasArts, I believe, or a company that was farmed out. And you are Vader's apprentice, which is weird because I've never heard of, like Vader never had an apprentice.
Not that I ever knew about. I mean, the thing
not
is
canon.
Well, but the thing is, I think that it is. I think that because I read something in Wired where they were saying that there's like this researcher guy who's in charge of the Star Wars canon, and I think they even mentioned that like he's like integrating the new stuff from Force Unleashed.
What does business card look like?
Professional dork.
Star Wars historian?
Yeah. Virgin for life. But yeah, so this is like, I mean, they're very careful about anything that comes out of LucasArts is canon. Like they write the stories around it so that things become.
Even like the fucking Jim Henson's like
I don't know.
The Muppet Star Wars where Chewbacca's going and singing about how he can't make Christmas or something. You remember,
probably not.
You remember what I'm talking about, right?
I know. And they also said that in some of the books, like Luke and Leia kind of got it on or something. Which is
wait, what?
I was
maybe it was
before the second movie. Like people started writing fan books, but anyway, I think that it might be canon. I think that they might have kind of made that part of the story.
Well, maybe they made it canon, but it wasn't like established before.
Nobody knew about that.
You're a secret apprentice. You're learning from him. You are badass. You're killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I think there's a twist of some sort. I mean, I don't think I'm giving anything away, right?
No, they're very clear from the videos that it's like you're working for Vader, and then it seems like shit goes awry, as it always does in games. It's like everything's going well, and then everything falls apart.
The rebels, arise, and they do some crazy stuff. But the game's all about using your force powers. It's about using Force Crush, your lightsaber, Force Push,
Lightning,
Force
Lightning.
Jumping, I think. Well, there's probably more stuff you can unlock, I'm sure.
I'm hoping.
Well, they better, because that's my main complaint about the game. It's like, you're going around, it's a brawler, it's a standard brawler, you're seeing stormtroopers, you see rebel fighters, they're fighting each other, but you're coming around and you're fighting both, which is a little weird.
Yeah, you kill everybody. It's like, you're like, so I know that maybe later on you're starting to fight stormtroopers in the game, so that's going to make sense, but for the demo, they're like, you're Vader's apprentice, go kill some stormtroopers. What?
Well, no, because he's like, by the way, be quiet, you're not really my apprentice.
And kill everyone. Then kill everyone. Like, no one should survive. It's like, well, whatever. Plot, who cares? So you're going around killing everybody.
And using all your force powers, but that's kind of it. It seems to me like, using your lightsaber killing people, but it's really the least efficient way to
the
actually kill
lightsaber
people.
kind of blows, because you got to get close, and they're like fucking shooting the crap out of you.
Yeah, so all you do, and what's hilarious, because all the level design is built on that, right? Yeah. You're actually going and you see, oh, look, there's a barrel, there's a piece of wall, there's something I can explode to make a bunch of pieces of stuff. And then go pick it up and then toss it to something. So it's more, you know what it feels like?
What?
It's like playing Boom Blocks.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, Star Wars Steven Spielberg did help with that.
Did he?
Yeah, Lucas and Spielberg did the first one.
Really? I thought he only did.
He like produced.
Oh, he probably produced. Yeah. But
he was around.
I know they were like big on fucking on Indiana Jones.
Fucking boom blocks, like.
Yeah, didn't it feel like it? Because that's what you do. You're seeing a block, you see some stormtroopers, hit them. Mm-hmm. That was the game. And to me, that's the problem, because like unless you start having a lot more unlockables, I got kind of bored. It was cool at first. Yeah. I was fucking taking stormtroopers, like crushing them.
You feel like a badass. There's no doubt that you feel like a monster badass. But the thing is, like you said, you end up using throw almost all the time, because when you use push, they like fall down and get back up.
And then you take like a bar of health.
Yeah, but the thing is, throw, you pick up anything, you throw it at them, like fucking dead.
And like green health things come, and like just like Kratos.
It is bizarrely overly powerful for your weapons.
And especially if like I'm hoping that's like showing you at your peak of your power. Hopefully not like the first level, because the first level I'm super powerful. How can you make me more powerful?
Yeah, you're gonna get bored. It's like Crackdown, right? Like you gotta have.
Yes.
It's like you gotta get
like
force orbs. Little force orbs. You can do like jump better. You can throw shit better.
Well, maybe you can, because inside like the video they were showing base, and this was like stupid. This is ludicrous, right? You see fucking Star Destroyer coming. You see the apprentice going, and starts going. Rah! It's like
size matters not.
Whatever.
You can do anything. You got the force.
Star Destroyer. Come on. What's the point?
They were always very inconsistent with that shit.
With the power of the force.
I mean, occasionally, like Luke would be able to do anything, and then suddenly, couldn't. He's like standing there, and Vader's attacking him. He doesn't do anything. He's like, "How about this? Knock Vader off the fucking thing."
That's all you gotta do. Well, if they have the Force, I can understand other Jedi, but it's like if you're fucking strong with the Force, and you see an AT-AT walking down the thing, you don't run and use your fucking thing, climb up, and
trip it, pull his fucking leg out. You're like, force pull.
Yeah.
What?
That's it.
Crunk.
But anyhow, so that's my weird fear of it. I fear that it's going to be like all flash and no substance, and you're basically going to play the game for a little bit, and just like there's nothing there.
I'm hoping that's not true. I hope that you're right, that like they kind of introduce a bunch of powers, do it Ratchet style, where you can hold up and pick one of like 8 force powers, and then it's like switch and mix and match.
Leveling your powers would be really cool.
Gotta level your powers. It's like it can't just be they give you this shit and then you go and brawl forever because we're gonna play that for like 2 hours and be like, fuck you.
But did you see anything in the thing where you can actually like say, okay, your force push becomes stronger, so you hit a stormtrooper, all of a sudden instead of going out the ship, they go out into orbit.
Explodes.
Yeah, you know?
His fucking head comes off, his arms fly out independently and hit other people.
And that would be cool.
It would be cool.
But I have a feeling they're not going to do that.
So it's going to be like Star Wars 99 Nights. It's like,
but it's cool. I mean, I have to give it props though. They made out of all the Star Wars games that you had, like taking the feel of being a Jedi and being a badass, they captured it fully. But as far as the game, like I don't think there's anything there personally.
So here's the thing: is I'm hoping that they deliver on the full game. For the demo, the experience, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I very much enjoyed the demo.
I say definitely do it, but you know what it is? Like it's concurred to me that I'm not going to buy it at launch. I was going to buy it at launch before, and now I'm going to rent.
I see. Interesting.
Because I'm worried, right?
Yeah, it dropped down your opinion.
Yeah, so, but it's still good.
Yeah, the demo's fantastic. The demo's good.
The demo feels good.
Yeah,
it made me feel like a badass,
but
and
it does
make
make us nervous about the gameplay. So we'll review it when it actually comes out.
Yes. Next up, we have Galaga Legions.
Yes.
Oh, I was so excited.
You were so excited. This is like this is like the second coming of fucking
Pac-Man
Space Invaders,
Championship. Yeah.
Pac-Man. So what'd you think, dude?
I was looking at it like Namco Bandai, like my god, they did such an amazing job with Pac-Man Championship. Yep. Oh, Space Invaders Extreme, awesome.
Yeah.
Galaga, it's one of my favorite games, and they fucking turn into a shmup.
Total shmup.
Yeah. And I'm like, I kind of like some shmups,
like
but
total like Japanese era shmup. Like fucking, you are the one safety on the screen of like pixel rape.
Yep.
It's just like...
And not pixel rape, just like bug rape, right? That's what they do. Like total
flat-out bug rape. I always just like these slogans for box art. It's like flat-out bug rape.
Thumbs down.
Yeah. Your ass will be tentacle violated.
Lots of wings. You pluck out tentacles and wings from
your
weeks.
teeth. After the insect mouth rape. What are you talking about?
Galaga
Legions.
So here's the thing, like shmups in general, it's all about dodging. You know what? The thing that I hate about shmups is that it's about pattern recognition.
Yes,
the way memorizing. Memorizing. Yeah, it's just like you got to basically memorize from start to finish all of the places where the legions will come out, and you got to like know where the special secret bonus spot is, and all sorts of shit.
You got to put your guys. That's the thing. Is you're like running around placing your little. So you're the Galaga dude. You're shooting.
Yep.
And you can place these two little helper dudes. Wherever you want, and then they keep
sideways
shooting.
or up.
That's right.
And then the whole point is like basically Galaga Legions, the whole swarms of them will come this way, and if you place your guys right, they'll kill them and then get bonus points.
Right.
And you're trying to get the high score and all this stuff, but it's really all about you memorizing from start to finish every single level for like an hour.
Yeah.
That's not fun to me.
Because it's like there's like this chain of 1 billion dudes with a head on it, and if you kill the head, it kills all the dudes.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to make sure that you get to, the right spot to kill the head.
Yeah, and over and over and over again. It's just like, I am not interested. It's just like rote memorization is not a fun skill.
Yeah.
Finding out problems, stuff like Geometry Wars where it's random.
Yeah.
And you're trying to like learn basic skills, like that's cool, but
because you can get better at it. That's the funny thing about it. You can get better at like taking anything that comes at you and dealing with it.
Well, you can get better at this, but you have to memorize and play it over and over and over again and say, "Oh, I fucked up there. Let me do that exact same thing."
That's not really a skill that I care about as much. Like memorization is not something I'm as interested in. I like exploration.
Yeah, because even with like stuff like Ratchet and all that, if they string way too many moves in a row,
you don't have to memorize shit in Ratchet levels, right?
No, but other like platformers where where they do that, you actually start falling away from that
I don't like it because it doesn't feel like I like something new. Like every time I play, I want it to be something new. It's like with Geometry Wars. Every time you play, it is
new. Yeah,
totally different. And replaying the same shit doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, and it's too bad too because I really loved all of the stuff that they've done so far, but I really think they picked a bad way to do the Galaga Legions.
Did you buy it?
Yes.
Oh, I figured you would. I knew that you would be like, I don't need to play the demo.
Like, what?
Why would I need to play it? It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome.
I see trial. I see full game. I'm like, full game. Why waste the time now?
Yeah, I don't need to try the demo.
And I'm so pissed off.
I almost did the same thing. I was like, Galaga, sweet. I went to buy it. I'm like, let me try the demo. I was like playing. I was like,
yes.
I'm not buying this shit.
Lesson learned. Yeah. I will never do that again. No, even if it's a game. Geometry Wars 3, I'm trying to...
No, you're not. You're such a liar. There's no fucking way.
Okay, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
Prey 2? Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like...
That'd be like me trying to demo for Ratchet and Clank. I'm like, let me see if I like it. No.
Well, there are some Ratchet games that you didn't...
Shmup. Ratchet's like moving around.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. There are a couple of Ratchet games that you were not very happy with.
Only the one on the PSP.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So next up.
Yeah, well, Galaga Legions, thumbs down for me. It's too bad. But if you love shmups.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a game for shmup lovers, but if you like the old school Galaga, it's not for you. Honestly,
no, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay, last one is we'll probably talk a bit about this one. Ratchet and Clank: Future Quest for Booty. Tobin, you've been so freaking excited about this game.
So the day this came out, I got home from work and I sat down and I downloaded it, and like Adrian was off doing something.
It came out at 3, right?
Came out 3. I stayed at work, so I didn't go home until like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Adrian came home and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" I paused it for a second. I'm like, "How's your day?" "Okay, good." And it's just like, I don't think I got up to take a piss.
No, we didn't even need to get there. We need to go a little bit earlier than that. When we both got home, right, it was like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right, and we were like saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's just like Ratchet's out." I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me start downloading." And you're saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm at 5%."
Yeah. No, when you started, I was at 25%.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So.
Wow!
You've got Yuzo has like 10 times faster internet than me. I got
16
DSL.
megabit
He has
cable,
16 megabit
cable.
cable. So I'm the most excited dude in the world. Yuzo's like, "Oh, Ratchet and Clank, I'll try it out."
I'll give it a try.
I'm just like, I'm just like sitting there like,
And basically, our IM conversation was like 25%, 10,
26%,
18.
Yeah. So I just sit there and watched, and finally he's like, "Okay, oh wow, this looks pretty good." I'm at like 70%. I'm like, ah.
And I was like, "Oh, let me tell you what happens in the intro." I think you put me on ignore after a little while.
God damn it! So it's just next time I'm gonna leave work early, just so you can get home before you.
I know,
so you can't torture me with the game.
So the thing, I'm not like a huge Ratchet. I'm like not as huge as you are, but it's just like I'll give it a try. And I even borrowed your account so we could use the PlayStation sharing feature, which was very handy.
Which is hilarious. So I paid for it. I know I fucking paid.
And you were in the middle of downloading, and I'm like, "Hey, can I use your account?"
And you got it first. God damn it!
I played a good hour basically, and I think by the time the hour, it's like I had to go eat dinner.
Yeah.
And then you're playing it. By the time I finished dinner, you're almost done.
I know.
The thing is, you finished it before, like an hour or two before I did.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that happened.
It's one of those things that Ratchet is a distinct skill set. Like it's a very distinct skill set where even if you're a really good gamer, if you've played a bunch of Ratchet games, it's just like
it's all the same. For the most part,
always the exact same controls. So I mean, I can just like dive right into shit.
How long did it take you to finish it?
I didn't even really know. I had no track of time.
When you first started, I'm guessing probably closer to 4 than 5.
About 4 hours, yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was about closer to 5.
Okay.
Because I was like, wandering around. I was getting lost all the time. But so about the game.
Yes.
So it is a short version of Ratchet.
It is short.
Really short.
However, I was talking to somebody on the Noobtoob forums about this. Like, I don't know, $15. I was like, well, you pay $10 to go see a movie that's 90 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
So this is 4 hours of solid entertainment for $15. Like that, to me, I think that's perfectly fair. And obviously, it took like 100 dudes working for like 3 months to make this shit happen. Well, probably more than 6 months.
Than 6 months, yeah. 6 to 9.
So this is a serious effort.
Well, the way that I see it is like, first of all, for me, for like 4 hours for $15 is like, it's cutting it close.
It is.
It's cutting it close. But for me, I'm like, okay, let me take a look from the other perspective. You have Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. It's a $60 game. It's probably 16 hours.
Yeah, 16,
right?
18 hours.
Right? So if you take that and you divide 60 by 4, it's $15. So it's like, it makes sense to me. I'm not pissed off.
Per hour is about right.
And it's about right. And the thing is, like, if I can actually get these sorts of episodes quicker...
Yeah,
which doesn't
totally
look like this is.
No, they're just. This was so I thought that they were going to do more episodes because they said they might, but from the end of this, it looks like they're just saying, "Here's one episode." By the way, fall 2009 new Ratchet game.
Yeah, and I bet you it'll be a full Ratchet game.
It will be a full Ratchet game.
So it's too bad, but I'm hoping they actually see a lot of success with this because this is the perfect format for me for adventure games. Because again, like I didn't finish Uncharted, I didn't finish a lot of these other big games. I didn't finish.
Finish Uncharted, you bitch!
I borrowed it from you. I have a week vacation after PAX. I plan on beating it.
God, it's so good.
But it's just too long. It's just like I need a 4-hour session. A 4-hour session is a perfect amount of time for me.
You got the MTV attention span.
MTV that's like 4 seconds, not 4 hours, right?
So another thing that makes the money worth it is that literally every Ratchet game, every single Ratchet game, there's something new. There's an innovation every single time.
What are the new ones for this?
This one, the new innovations are fucking awesome. The attachment on your
that's right. You get like a whip almost.
Yeah, so you can attach that to stuff. You can raise and lower them. You can pull them around. You
can swing, but that was actually in the previous games.
Yeah. So and then they added the ability to pick up stuff with your Ratchet.
Yeah, puzzle
with your
so
wrench.
This game seemed a lot more puzzly than before.
Yeah.
A lot more puzzles.
So I mean, that was one of my complaints, is that they didn't put that many puzzles in the last Ratchet. They were really just going for shine. The last full Ratchet game on PS3, it was just like, boom, this is beautiful, but there's not that many puzzles to solve. It was kind of short. It was kind of short. The combat wasn't that hard.
No.
So this one, they cranked up the difficulty in the combat.
At medium, because I was playing medium, and I was actually having I was restarting at least a couple of times on a few battles.
Yeah, they cranked up the difficulty in the combat. They cranked up the difficulty on the puzzles.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. And what I really liked was, like, you pick up glowy dudes to see in, like, dark areas. You can pick up bombs.
Dude, they totally stole that from Gears of War, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thieves. Fucking Insomniac.
Yeah. And then the bomb things, like, I love the bomb things where you pick them up and you can toss them at shit, and like you'll be doing the grind rails, and you got to pick up a bomb while you're on the grind rail, toss it at a door to get through.
It's all good timing. It's all very platformy. I mean, that's the thing they do. They do platforming so well.
It's seriously, like, it just reaches into my gut. It's just like, this is the game mechanic I love.
Yes.
Everything about this game is what I love. Like jumping over lasers that are moving, moving from platform to platform.
Waiting for the steam to stop so you can cross over.
That's my thing. I mean, that is my thing.
That is what you love. So, like, okay, all these great things about it, are there anything that you didn't like so much about it?
No.
Really?
No, seriously, like,
oh, you're such a fucking Ratchet set fanboy, man. It's like there can't be anything possibly wrong with it.
There's been several games that came out recently that I said that. I mean, we didn't have any complaints about Mario Galaxy.
That's true.
I mean, like, seriously, nothing annoyed me about this game other than
I thought the camera was a little tight. It was a little tighter than, like, it felt like some areas it was a little hard because of the camera.
It was a little close on you?
Because, like, Tools of Destruction, it was a little further out. It felt to me. This one, it felt like it was a little closer, and I think they had this weird PSP influence or something like that.
It could be. I didn't notice that. I mean, like, I noticed when I played the one that was ported from PSP.
That felt like too much,
but
this one
really close.
Yeah.
Maybe they backed a little bit, but not enough.
Gotcha. The other thing was the story seemed like the writing, all the different in-between stuff, wasn't up to the standards of the full games.
That's true.
Because the lines weren't that funny. Right?
Yeah, a lot of times they'll have, like, kind of, they'll make fun of Britney Spears. They'll have Captain Quark in there.
There's depth. This one was very like, okay, it's all about these 4 islands, go do them, and then you're done.
Okay, so let me restate. So there was nothing in the game that bothered me.
Okay.
What did bother me is things that were missing. Right.
Oh, okay. So
I wasn't thinking about it that way. But for example, there's no ammo crates. There's no ammo vendors. So in every Ratchet game, you can go buy new guns.
That's right.
And you can buy more ammo.
You can buy guns from one guy, but he doesn't give you ammo.
Right. So, normally you can just go buy ammo. This one, it was just like you have to find ammo crates, and if you're in a big extended battle, sometimes you'll have a million enemies coming at you, and you're just running back and forth between ammo crates, breaking them to get more ammo.
The recharging ones that happen.
And,
it's kind of annoying.
It is, because in the normal Ratchet games, there's an ammo thing, and it's just like you start a new level, and you like fill everything to the top.
Yes.
And it's one click, and it uses your money.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, because I remember I go there, and I just fill up everything. But this one is just like, what I ended up doing was like after a battle or whatever, I would just go back and forth for about 2 or 3 minutes filling up. And I'm like, this is kind of annoying.
But they've got a better game mechanic. They've already had the ammo stores, so why would you back off that? It's very strange.
That's a really good question.
And also, the other thing that they left out that I love in every Ratchet game is the challenge level. So you'll go to an arena, and you have to beat the arena once.
Yes.
And then the plot moves on. But then there's 50 other things you can beat in that arena to get more money, to get more weapons, to get more whatever. And it's one of these things where it's like, you can either play it down the plot line, or you can hang out in the arena, you can beat some people, you can do
this one, it wasn't that. It was
Nothing.
just like do the plot line. Just like, you're right. Because I think what they ended up doing was like, okay, let's make the game, all those frills that we spend like a year making, it's just like, we can't afford it, so we're just going to do that.
So the depth was really, really missing. So, you know how you're saying it's like 1/4 the price of a full game, but
it's not really 1/4 of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so in a full game, you're really going to get more depth in this.
I would have thought they would have had maybe speed runs or some other way to replay it, but all you really have is hard or medium and hard, I think, right?
And let me mention one thing that absolutely made me out of my fucking mind, and this is a PS... Well, I don't know if it's a PS3 fault or what, but did you click help in the help menu?
No.
So you can go and you can look at the commands using the help.
Oh, yeah!
It pulls up the web browser.
I remember that. I did do that.
It pulls up the web browser. This game is a 2.5 gigabyte download.
Yes.
They couldn't include a fucking help menu.
But they want to change it from time to time. It's online. And you know what's hilarious? When I did that and it said, page not found.
No way.
No, I'm not kidding you. I fucking did that, and I went page not found. I'm like, wow, that's helpful.
Of all the lazy bullshit in the whole world, like, I don't know. I've seen help menus in other PS3 games. That had to be Insomniac fucking up. Like, they're like, like you said, they'll be like, if we can change it later without updating the code.
Errata.
Idiots. Don't ever put a fucking web browser in a game ever, ever, ever.
Yes.
Ever. What if I had no internet and I needed help?
But see, don't make anything that's reliant on you being connected to the internet. I think internet browsers in general and games aren't necessarily bad, because if you're doing it for stuff like news or just like new features in the game or whatever, right? Because like if you upload a Burnout Paradise right now, it'll show up a little thing which isn't a web page, but it's like a feed of saying, okay, here's all the cool new stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's
like that kind of shit's cool,
yeah.
but not like I need help on this game.
Right.
Please
go
to
downloading
here.
new features is fine too. I'm just saying, like, when you ship a game, that game should be complete. Every bit you need should be in that fucking image.
I agree.
Oh, God,
HTML is not big.
Made me mad. So anyway, Ratchet and Clank, big thumbs up.
So even all that stuff, no matter what. I say it's for $15. I was a little bit hesitant on the price, but I didn't pay for it, so. No, just kidding. No, $15 is worth it because it's about a quarter of a full game.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Ooh, what's coming up next?
Are we going to start with? I guess we'll start with this one.
Yeah.
All right. So it is coming out within, according to my time, 32 hours
from right now.
From right now.
Yeah.
Castle Crashers on Xbox Live Arcade.
We've been waiting for this game for 15 years.
At least. I was a young lad.
Yeah. Remember that Comic-Con in 1991 when we saw this demoed? We've been waiting for Castle Crashers. Seriously, I don't know.
Our first PAX we went to was in Bellevue in 2006.
Yeah, so what was that episode, like 33?
It was in the 30s. It was in 32.
If you go way back into Noobtoob, we're like, there's this great game coming out called Castle Crashers.
I can't wait to play it this Christmas.
It's going to be like a month from now. We're going to play Castle Crashers. Wrong.
2 years later.
Wrong. So now
it's coming out in 30 hours. It is epic.
It looks epic.
Because you have like pets, you have levels, you have 4-player. It is a brawler. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do a full review.
What is it like? Would you say it's like just Golden Axe, like
so
a super amped Golden Axe?
So so I talked to one of the developers on the game last year at Comic-Con, and I was saying, what was your inspiration, right? And he said, River City Ransom. Did you ever play that game? The brawler, yeah. So there's that River City Ransom, Double Dragon, all those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all those games, except it's 4-player, it's online.
Better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
online co-op. So 36 hours from now, you and I are going to be sitting up late at night
2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time,
and we're going to grab two other Noobtubers, whoever is awake, and we're going to play through that shit
till 6 a.m.
Yeah, until we fall asleep.
That's actually happening the last work day before PAX, so it's gonna hurt.
That's really gonna hurt because I want to kind of crank my schedule back to PAX so I'm not sleeping all day too.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. So, but yeah, no, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And already on the forums, people have this huge thread which says we're doing recruiting for 4-man teams to go through the game.
They'll just be ready. There's like the second it launches, they're on.
2 a.m.
So what's our 4-man team, man? We gotta take entries.
Oh yeah, we'll have to. It'll already happen. Yeah, we'll hop on
at the time this comes out. We've already been playing it, but hop online, play with us. It's awesome.
And I think it's going to be one of those things that are going to be totally replayable. So we'll be playing a lot. So go to the forums and then check out for pickup games. We use the shout box. We say, I am playing Castle Crashers right now. My gamer tag is this. Come join me.
So there's not much to say about Castle Crashers. Like
we'll review it.
We're going to review the crap out of it. So next up, Infinite Undiscovery with Quantum of Solace.
Quantum
of Solace.
So Infinite Undiscovery, I think you are going to be like you're pish-poshing it now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a game I think you're going to be really excited about
because it's Square Enix, because it's action RPG.
Yes.
That's probably true.
It looks really good too. I mean, I saw some videos. I haven't seen them recently, but they look really good. I don't know that much about it though.
I don't either. So I am interested in it. I probably should have looked at something before the show.
It's just, we usually just go to game trailers and look at some videos.
Yeah, but, I didn't look at this tonight, but I mean, the fact that it is by Square Enix action RPG, that reminds me of things like
The World Ends With You.
Yeah, and
Crisis Core.
Kingdom
Hearts.
So we'll see. I mean, I'll give the review next week.
It's going to be tough because we only have a few days left, and we have Castle Crashers on Wednesday. This comes out during PAX, I think.
Yes, this is going to be a busy week.
So I think
actually, it's not that busy. Honestly, like there's a bunch of RPGs coming out. This is probably the only one we're going to play.
Well,
actually, I'm going to play it. I don't think you're even going to play it.
I'll rent it if it's available. If it's not there, I won't be so sad.
Yeah, you won't cry.
I won't cry.
I gotcha.
The next one, also, I won't cry too much. It's Tales of Vesperia. It is another. I don't think it's Square Enix. It might be. It's another RPG, but it's more classic JRPG.
Okay.
So it's very cutesy kitty-looking characters. You're going around. This guy attack this monster.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
So really, like 2 RPGs on 360 in the same week. Like that seems like bad timing.
Bad timing.
Well, I mean, competition, right? Like the 360. Why not kind of spread that out? Like a month ago, we didn't have shit to play. Give us an RPG a month ago.
You're right. I don't know why, but the Tales of Vesperia is one of the ones that actually has the distinction of causing a sellout of the 360 in Japan.
I heard about this because the 360, like normally every week you're like PS3 $1 billion,
yeah,
and they're like 367.
Yeah, basically.
Like, that's something they sold this week. People like they're out of everything else. Okay, I'll take a 360.
Maybe, right?
Maybe.
But like for some reason, this game everybody was excited about in Japan, and they bought it. And like right now, like Microsoft's scrambled, like, what do we do? It's like we need to ship more 360s to Japan.
That's a bad problem to have.
But would you ever have thought that would have happened?
No.
Like them beating Sony in Japan
for 1 week.
But it's hilarious. It's really hilarious.
Whipping the shit out of Sony.
Nintendo been whipping the shit out of everybody globally. So there's not much you can say about that. But this one I am less interested in. I'm hoping that one of the Noobtubers will review it.
Yeah.
So play it.
So it's more like strict turn-based. It's not.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, we'll take a look. I will definitely play Infinite Undiscovery. Maybe I'll try this. I seriously like Infinite Undiscovery. I'm so tempted not to play just because of the name. It's like fuck you.
But if it's a good game, you won't care what the fuck it's called.
I wonder what it was. Maybe there's like a Japanese translation that sounds all poetic and cool because that's stupid. And then another RPG, Disgaea 3.
No, not only just an RPG. It is a turn-based strategy RPG. Your favorite. Like Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's like somebody shat on my face.
Just smeared it around.
No.
So it's Disgaea 3, Absence of Judgment. Yeah. I'm kind of curious to try it because maybe I'm.
Yeah, you go ahead.
But it's on PS3, so
Disgaea 3 : don't give a shit.
But there's a lot of people that love that kind of stuff, so it is coming out. Go check it out.
Sure, check it out. Let us know. Yeah, like you said, send in a video if you like it, because we're not going to review it.
Yeah,
or maybe
60-second reviews. We need them for Tales of Vesperia and Disgaea 3, because we probably won't play them.
Probably not, because we'll be playing Castle Crashers nonstop. Fuck yeah. So, first up, Site news. We have Ass Juice Theater.
Wow, this one's epic. And
this one's good. You know why?
Boobs.
Lots of boobies. With no further ado, here we go. Ass Juice Theater.
Hello and welcome to Ash Juice Theater. Today we review Rumble Roses for the PS2. Rumble Roses is a professional wrestling game with an all-female cast. While most of the matches are fought in a ring, you can have mud wrestling matches as well. This game is the Dead or Alive beach volleyball of professional wrestling. The control scheme for Rumble Roses is quite simple. Square to strike, triangle to grapple. While the simplicity is nice, such simplicity in this type of game makes it extremely repetitive and monotonous. Rumble Roses is a button masher through and through. The story is wafer thin and tends to remind me of the storylines built into Tekken Tag Tournament, only with a lot more chatty dialogue. Once you've played through the game, the only reason you would continue playing would be to see the introductions and finishing moves for all the unlocked characters. As a softcore adult film, I might give this game a thumbs up, though you could probably get this kind of thing on YouTube for free. But as a game, I have to give it a thumbs down.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
It's fucking epic!
Wow!
He started off with him just sitting there with two things
with
moving.
a mouth basically.
Mouth just moving. And I remember he had little animated figures, and now he's just getting the shit whooped out of him by what looks like Daryl Hannah from Blade Runner.
Yes. Did you notice his face paint?
Yeah, it was
I could be wrong on this, but I believe it's Macho Man.
Right, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's class. I don't know how many kids. You kids are probably all fucking Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Or, Triple H.
Who was the dudes where they're like
Three Stooges?
No, the two Australian dudes that would grab each other by the head and slam into each other.
Oh shit! What was that?
The
Underdogs? No, Down Unders.
Dog. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Well, there's the Junkyard Dog.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Yeah, I know exactly. There's the two Australians. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Somebody's commenting right now on YouTube.
Yes, it's it was fucking brutal. But that's the thing is, a lot of kids probably are all on the new ones. He was classic.
Yeah,
he was good. Roddy Piper, maybe up close.
Yeah, Roddy Piper. People used to love that dude. So anyway, thank you for that. Rumble Roses looks like anus,
dude,
except with nice boobies.
Yes, anus boobies.
I don't even know what that is. Not like it.
The which one? They actually have a demo of it on the 360.
Oh.
So I tried it, and it is ass.
Yeah, it looks
major ass.
It looks like ass. I
But
mean,
there are
like
a
some of
lot
the
of
boobies are nice.
Yes,
so.
the boobies are nice, but yeah, but Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball had a lot of boobies, but it was just man.
It gets old really quick. You're just like,
Really fast.
God, I could just go look at porn.
There are so many easy ways to see boobs.
There are boobs everywhere. That's what they made the internet for. Seriously, the internet was created to give us breasts.
Do you remember like all the old games, the old like pornish games like strip poker and shit?
Yeah.
It's just like you would spend like half an hour and maybe get the bra.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you wouldn't.
I know, and you're like losing the game. You're like, oh my god, I didn't get to see pixelated, weird woght trash 30-something woman
in CGA
with like big fucking hair plume. Like,
and it was just a drawing too.
God, that was frustrating.
Picture. Yeah.
You know how difficult it was to masturbate when we were 14, kids?
You kids have it so easy.
Oh my god, masturbation has become so much easier. It's not fair.
It's just
we had to work.
Fair. I know.
We had to work for that shit.
And not only that, it's like you work, and then like the quality was so bad. Do you remember like the animations of Commodore 64? It was like 3 frames, over and over again, and it was like the pixels were about this big, so you can kind of make out shit.
Oh god, seriously, we had to do the masturbation equivalent of going to school uphill both ways in the snow.
Watching the cable channel.
You kids don't understand. Yeah, that's right. I had to watch flicker porn. I had to watch scramble porn. I'm like, I had to watch The Grind on MTV. This is gross.
This is depressing.
Gross.
Depressing me.
I know, but I'm happy for the ease of access to porn these days.
Yes,
so,
yes indeed. So Noobtoob Shoop.
Speaking of boobies and pornography and
clone boning,
yeah.
and you guys are sick, sick puppies.
So what was that? What was that thing that won the clone bone in your cup?
Yes, like the only thing who needs
Folger's clone bone.
Yes, so the only thing you need is full like clone bone in your cup, and it's basically both of us with clone bone inside of our pimp cups. It's ridiculous.
We don't have the pimp cups this week. We are taking a pimp cup break.
Yes, but they will be back.
So who was the winner?
The winner was Who Needs Coffee. It was by Lantis, the clone bone in your cup. I am disappointed in you bastards, you fuckers who did the PAX deodorant.
That was hilarious. It was like 1/2 a second when you showed the pit stains.
I was just, and I'm not going to do it now because I don't know, but yeah, it's like fucking your house is hot.
It's true.
It's very hot.
It's very hot down here in the South Bay. It's a little warm. We drink and we gesture a lot.
Exactly.
And also, Yuzo doesn't wear deodorant. Telling you, sitting right here.
Gonna knock him out.
But
that was the thing. There's a lot of shoots, and there's a lot of good ones coming up, man.
Yes.
But I think the winner might be next week. I have a feeling it's gonna be that Madden one. That's my guess.
The Madden one was fantastic.
It was so good.
It's so late now that I can say that has my vote.
Yes.
Because us doing fucking Harry Potter, we're playing
we're playing Quidditch.
It's just Madden NFL 08.
And it has like the football field.
Oh, it's great. There's a football field and there's like a golden snitch and we're just like,
And that's exactly how you play football.
It's true. That's how you play, yes. Next up, it's my favorite part of every week.
Yes, the member of the week.
Yeah. So
thank you, Ash Gunnar. So Mailtude sets up the thing every week, but the member of the week is set up by Ash Gunnar every week. We appreciate that, but no, the winner for number 15, man, it's a doozy.
Yes.
So the
Fuzzy.
first,
yeah. So
wait. Yeah, the which one called?
Yeah.
The Fuzzy. So he did a bunch of different game reviews, but the best game review that he did was You Have to Burn the Rope, and it's like 10 pages long.
It's epic!
It is epic!
Which is fair, because You Have to Burn the Rope is one of the hardest games ever made.
I haven't finished it yet.
I had to cheat a lot. I had to read all the facts.
Did you read the walkthrough?
I did. I read the walkthrough because I got stuck. But the thing is if I'd had Fuzzy's thing...
Yeah, okay, he had spoiler tags, too.
So you're not going to, but go
you
check this out. So go check out You Have to Burn the Rope.
It is the best game ever.
It's a great game, and it's a great walkthrough by Fuzzy. So it
takes hours, though, so just take some time.
Set aside some time. Next up is... BIOSHOCK. So you guys that are not pussies have finally started sending in your shit.
Yes, we called you guys out.
We called you guys out, and people have started delivering. So first up is Ali. With a little burning video for us, which is awesome and unsafe.
Don't do it. Wear safety glasses, and if you're young, don't do it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to do this. My phone right there. It's a little bit burnt already. As you can see, I've been burning the shit out of it there. It's a real fucking phone. Take that shit out. Everything's in there. You know, it's a phone. I ain't cheating you guys. Y'all the fuck cheating guys. Alright. Let's finish this baby off quick. We got a lot to go. I'll burn the shit out of it for you, Toby.
Wow!
Oh my god, that was awesome!
And incredibly dangerous!
Awesome. God, that was so unsafe.
That was probably a lithium-ion battery, and it probably would have blown up in his face. Bad! But hilarious.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. We're not encouraging any of this. Go do it. Nope. So, thank you very much for that, Ali. More of this is expected.
I don't believe it was hair, though.
No, it wasn't hair, but
wasn't
you know
hair.
what? I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that,
fucking
yes. It was
sick.
pretty badass.
So that was because I beat BioShock, to give the backstory. I'm sure you guys already know this. And then the next one up, so Von Moose also pledged that if I beat BioShock, he would donate $30.
And he did.
He did. So he donated $30, which will go
Check.
directly towards us buying new games when they come out
Absolutely.
and giving them away to you guys.
So, but we do
Von
have...
Moose, thank you so much, dude.
There's still a few people that haven't been putting up, so we're just going to call them out again
Let us take a look here.
real
So
quick.
Draco Master 1 hero.
Check. He's a hero. He's amazing.
Moltile said he'd shave his head to Solid Snake. Moltile, we're calling you out. Hatsumoto.
Same thing.
Said he'd shave his head. Top Hat. Cut it to shoulder
Hopefully I'll
length.
do it at PAX. We'll see.
Yep. Ankle Taker said he'd shave his head bald as a bowling ball. I want to see that shit. And MBG Diesel.
I don't know.
All right, so let's just call this out real quick.
Yeah.
MBG Diesel said, I'm going to shave my brother's head. He sent in a voicemail.
And, he just said he's going to do it.
Why do you say that? Why you send us a voicemail saying you're going to do it?
The video.
Do it and send in the video.
And then we'll stop calling you out.
You know what we're not interested in? We're not interested in this. Your flappy mouth. Flappity flap. Don't care.
Okay, we're not going to play it on the air.
No. So, Anger. Ooh, Anger said he'd smash his cell phone. I wonder if
Maybe that might be
Ali.
Anger. Yeah, Anger. So we're not sure.
Ali might have been Anger, and then Von Moose, $30. Check.
Check. We're working down the list.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think inside that forum thread, there's somebody else who actually went somewhere back in the day
And found everything?
and found everybody.
All right, so
we might have to
next week for the call-in show. We will call it the full list. We'll call it the full list because I believe that Ronan and Vasir owe me some shit. I think.
Oh yeah, they might.
But they did burn some stuff. I don't remember if they did that for BioShock. Maybe they did something.
Yeah, so they might.
We'll take a look. So thank you guys for that. If you haven't done your shit, send it in. If you didn't even promise anything, but you feel like shaving your head because I beat BioShock, send that in. If you want to blow some shit up, send that in. Wear safety goggles.
Yes.
Shave
Get your
brother's
parents
head.
to do that. Yeah. Okay. So each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, request, or funny story, please give us a ring.
Yes, you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480. Send your audio or video, which also killed the radio star, to feedback at noobtoob.com.
The audio star.
The audio star.
That's right.
You can send us video response on YouTube, too.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but please keep all questions and video voicemails for under 60 seconds to be featured on the show.
And do not forget the yow.
Yow. By the way, YW at the end of my post is not yow, it's my initials.
There's so many people that send us questions and they sign it YW.
I know.
Which, I mean, we appreciate it, but yow is yow.
YOW.
YW is Yuzo Watanabe.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so we only have a
Fun
few.
fact.
Yeah.
Now you know. Now you know.
Ding.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
So, our first video, Boricua Legend.
Oui, Boricua.
Boricua.
That's gotta mean something.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo, it's Boricua Legend. And I have a quick question. In 2002, Square Enix created Kingdom Hearts 1. 2005, Square Enix created Kingdom Hearts 2. My question is, do you think Square Enix will create a Kingdom Hearts 3 before 2010? Just wondering. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. So,
I think they may already have.
you think?
I think they actually have a cell phone game.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. There's a Kingdom Hearts mobile game of some sort. Somewhere.
So, people want the full experience. They want Kingdom Hearts 3 on PS3.
I have something to.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
but they're.
Sorry.
What?
No, I was just saying I have something to admit.
Oh.
I've not played Kingdom Hearts 2 yet.
Do you Kingdom Hearts
I did play
1?
Kingdom Hearts 1, yeah.
You didn't play 2 at all? No. It just didn't.
No, I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay.
And then now
I was
that
gonna
it's
say.
on the PS2, it's just like, right? It's like
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. It's just like, oh, I really should play that.
It's hard to go back and play games you know you should play on the
Should
PS2.
I still play it? Is it good?
It's really
Because
good.
1 was good,
And
but it was
looks really good.
spotty. I remember, right?
Yeah,
There's a couple of zones
They
which were like
really polished the living shit out of Kingdom Hearts 2, but the thing is Kingdom Hearts 3
on
is
like a
gonna-
PS3. Yeah,
Oh.
oof.
But the thing is Square Enix is so busy. They're so busy. Like they've just thrown everything at the Final Fantasy franchise.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless they've like really split off a separate team.
They've got to have, right?
Yeah.
Because the way I see it is like now Square Enix has like 2 zones, right? They're number one, they're publishers, so they go and take other games out of the companies, right, and just subprint them and sell them, advertise them. But they also do their own stuff, and I think their own stuff right now is really super concentrated on Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13 Versus, Final Fantasy 13. Your
Aegis.
Mama's ass, something.
Yeah, well, they've got like these.
There's like a mobile
verisimilitude, Aegis. They've got all these stupid fucking, behemoth,
Celebrant Nocturne. Yes, the Devil's Taint.
Yes.
But right, they have at least 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Possibly Final Fantasy 13 things, so they're a little busy.
They're really busy with that. But the thing is, I really do hope that Square Enix is making enough money that they are out
they've got
splitting off. Like, they know that Kingdom Hearts... Have you searched the internet for people with those fucking key swords?
Oh my god,
these
yeah.
Total dorks with, like, they're building, like, life-size key swords and painting them and decorating them with jewels and shit.
I have a question for you. How many key swords do you think they are versus cloud swords? At any particular convention.
Do you have an answer? Because you were just at...
No, I'm just
Well,
guessing.
you were just at Comic-Con, so you could tell me the answer to this question,
Sure,
right?
I could. I could tell you how many I saw, and I definitely more than one of each.
So I would say there's more key swords. Because it's more effort than cloud swords.
More cloud swords.
Are you serious?
More cloud swords.
These dipshits
It's
are
been
just
a long
dragging
time.
around like 10-foot swords?
I saw 3 cloud swords, 1 key sword.
Wow.
At Comic-Con.
Wow.
It's not a great sample, but that's what I saw.
Maybe they're afraid of their fragile key swords getting broken. It's like the
Maybe.
cloud sword just
It's
take
just
a fucking
cardboard.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true. No. People are carving them out of wood and shit. People are like
Holy
going crazy with this
shit.
stuff.
I hope there's some at PAX.
Yeah.
That would
If
be
you've
nice.
got a cloud sword or a key sword, I hope you brought it to PAX, which is happening. Actually, it's already happened. When
It's
you're
already
watching
happened.
this video,
By the
it's already
time.
happened.
Yes.
We got to have like a video special of all the video from PAX.
Oh, we need to take. Well, here's the plan for PAX. What we're going to do is we're going to set up an FTP site.
Yeah.
Everybody that takes video, we're going to give an account so that they can upload to it.
Nice.
Not only that,
Yeah.
we're going to make all of those directories accessible to the Noobtoob community
So people
to
can
make
remix?
videos.
Fuck yeah.
So we're hoping that after Friday night, when
Yeah.
we're fucking stumbling back from playing
Yeah.
Kickle, we're going to just upload all our video overnight.
Okay.
And then Saturday morning, they have all day long to just basically remix something and post it to the channel.
Nice. All right, so if you guys went to PAX
Yes.
and you didn't find out about this and you've got video, anybody that went to PAX, right now if you're watching this video, go
Yes.
to the FTP, go to the forums.
Go to the forums and then find out all the information.
Yes, but we want all of your video from PAX because there's going to be all sorts of fucking awesome... You know that it's going to be like Shoop times 1 billion because there's going to be all these pictures of everybody from Noobtoob hanging out.
I know, it's going to be crazy. So I like to take a lot of cosplay stuff, and maybe there'll be some Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Actually, this is after PAX now, so wasn't PAX awesome?
That was so awesome!
Oh, that was so fun.
Great.
I'm so glad we went.
Yes.
I can't believe when that Gunt avalanche, when
I know.
everybody got their guns and just piled on top of you.
No, I did not like that. And what about the concho contest? That was ridiculous, wasn't it?
I still am actually having trouble sitting.
It hurts.
That was hard. So,
Yes.
Draco Master 01 has a question
hero.
for us.
Hey guys, it's Draco Master 01 here. I want to tell you 2 things that I read about a few days ago. The first thing is that a 16-year-old kid quit high school to have a career in Guitar Hero. I think that's kind of crazy, but others, I guess, think differently, like his parents who are supporting him. I also read that in, I think it was Final Fantasy 11, there was this boss that a group of people tried to beat, and it took them over 18 hours to decide to stop trying to beat the boss, so they never even beat it. So who the hell wants to play 18 hours to beat one boss? So yeah, that's it. Just want to know what you guys think. Yow.
Whew. Wow. So the first one first. The parents who let their kid drop out of high school, 16-year-old kid, and play Guitar Hero professionally. What do you think, man?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Education is so much more important than anything else, man.
And do you want to know why? The reasons the parents gave?
Why?
He was whining so much of not being able to play video games enough, so they gave in.
That's the worst parent I've ever heard. That's like a parent that lets their kid watch Noobtoob.
Yeah, I know. It's not that worse.
It's not that bad.
Not
It's
that
a little
bad.
bit. But yeah, seriously, like stay in school.
Be cool!
For the love of God, play Guitar Hero at night.
And not only that, the kid isn't even that good. He's not even like, he doesn't have like, 100% on In the Fire and the Flames. You know what I mean?
We've seen that kid.
I know.
So, but here's the thing: is like they'll have things like StarCraft competitions where you legitimately compete against.
And that's
people.
okay.
That's okay. But
if you're gonna drop out for StarCraft in your career,
yeah,
you're a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's a real thing. You don't make shit from playing Guitar Hero.
You make maybe, if you win every single Guitar Hero competition in a year, you might make 10 grand.
If that,
possibly.
If that, you could either play Guitar Hero professionally or work at Denny's.
You will be doing both, probably.
Except working at Denny's is probably less work. I know. Yeah, you're right. You're practicing like 13 hours a day.
Blisters, and you're just like
they're like, wow, you won the contest. Here's $100 and like a certificate for Cinnabon.
It's like I work at Cinnabon.
I'm so tired of Cinnabon.
I hate Cinnabon. That's hilarious. Damn it. But that's so ridiculous.
So dumb.
So yeah, that's stupid. But the thing is, like, I think if you're going to be a professional gamer and you can actually make money at it, I don't see anything wrong with that. I still say go to school.
Yeah.
You don't have to drop out of school unless you are a Korean StarCraft player.
Also,
that's pretty much
games change, and like a couple years from now, there's going to be kids that are better than you. So you drop out for nothing.
Pretty much.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I think there's only like one like good story, right? It's pretty much what's his face, Fatality.
The guy from The Wizard.
Fred Savage. Yeah, he went to do the Wonder Years. He went to do. No, but seriously, it's like Fatality.
Yeah,
and that's only because he's making money from endorsements.
Right, he's the exception, right? Like that's just like thinking you're become a professional skater. You're not.
Don't do it. No, just go to high school, finish it, please. What was the other thing? Final Fantasy 11.
Final Fantasy 11. There was a story on the news that was going around about these dipshits that played for 18 hours. Well, not dipshits.
I wouldn't call them dipshits. What are you talking?
It's an epic battle, but seriously, don't you think that like 4 hours into a battle, you're just like, wow, this isn't really working out for us. I think that this boss might have been too hard.
I ask you a question.
I really have to pee.
Did you play EverQuest?
Yeah.
How long did you play EverQuest for to take over a zone? I've done 8 to 12 hours before.
Did you really?
Well, if you do the planes, like I got pretty high and we had a pretty hardcore guild.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
So we did that. We did the Plane of Hate, various planes of power, and like you would start out at we'd start about 8, and we would go to like 8 in the morning.
Wow.
But some people would fall asleep. You would hear them over fucking Vesperia.
Like snoring. That's awesome. But you
like
different enemies and stuff, though, right? I mean, like, can you?
We're going through the
boss. There's one boss just for 18 hours. They fought one boss.
All right, that's a little stupid. That's a little crazy.
I would like to see a time lapse of that fight, though. That'd be kind of interesting. Just to be like,
I would like time lapse of the people.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden, you just hear click.
Yeah.
Click.
Wow. But so, I mean, obviously, like, it was unbalanced. They, like, the game, that was a little bit too difficult. They complained to whoever.
And they didn't even beat him. That's so sad.
That's embarrassing. You know what I would have done? I would have played 18 hours and failed to beat him and not told anyone. Why are you talking about it?
Hide your shame.
It's like, if you're going to do something that epic, if you don't do it...
Yeah, just say, just shut up and try again.
Shut up. Yeah, so...
Okay, one last one. High Five 17.
Yes.
Yes, it's High517 from the forums. I was reading recently on Kotaku that Real Time Worlds, the company behind Crackdown, recently bought back the rights to their new MMO called APB from Korean publishers Webzen. And it was rumoured that Real Time Worlds were actually planning on selling the game to Rockstar, who were going to, quote, rebadge it as a GTA MMO. So I was just wondering what your thoughts on this were, and would you play it even though it's an MMO? Yow.
Were they like a gaming middleman? They bought it to resell it?
I think so. Well, I think they were going to plan with Webzen and say, look, you know how to do MMO, so you do it, help us out.
Okay.
Because they didn't really know how to do it, because they did Crackdown and they wanted to make an MMO version.
Yeah, yeah.
So they bought it back, because maybe Webzen was kind of fucking up lately, actually, so...
But you've seen videos for the actual
I've seen videos, stuff. And it looks fucking... So you take Crackdown and you make it an MMO.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Except you have, the sides are cops and robbers. So there's a bunch of cops, a bunch of robbers. The robbers will go do a heist.
Yeah.
And then everybody would go in their cars and fucking chase them and try to take them down.
That could be badass. That could be really, really nice.
Really bad. So they were showing it at GDC last year, and I don't think it was this year.
Okay.
So it's actually ingoing, and I would love to see that.
But the company that built it up to the point that you've seen has given up?
No. It's all the same. So it's all Real Time Worlds who did Crackdown.
Yeah.
They made it. They gave the rights of publishing to make it and help out with MMO to Webzen. They bought the rights back. Now they're trying to sell the rights to Rockstar.
Is Rockstar going to change the game, or they're just going to redistribute it?
They'll probably just rebrand it as GTA Online, which is probably a good idea because you'll get more people using it.
You'll get a lot more people playing that shit. People will take anything that's branded GTA. So.
And if you get Real Time Worlds, who we know knows how to make fun gameplay elements, right? And just make it, because that's the thing. We look at Crackdown, we look at GTA 4. I kind of like Crackdown a little more.
We played more of Crackdown together for sure.
Yeah,
like you and I would play some pretty epic Crackdown sessions. Actually,
and it was just the fact of getting the orbs. Yeah, we
beat it. That's right.
We went from start to finish, and the orbs, just getting the orbs was just cool. There wasn't that element of
the collecting. I love it.
Yeah.
So we're out of time.
Yes, we are out of time.
That is our show for the week. Folks, check out our website at noobtoob.com and participate in our forums by clicking the forum tab at the top of the front page.
If you're watching the video on YouTube, please click on the orange or yellow subscription button right over there. Also rate the video with 5 stars by gently caressing Tobin's junk. That's all for this episode. I am Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kazai. Audio engineering for Noobtoob is done by Range Unleashed. Strunk.
Wait, hold on. It's not working.
Rage Unleashed. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're out.
See ya.
Out.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
You cut it out, man!
Well, I wasn't sure. It's like if you're gonna keep going, then I'll like.